Hello everyone, this is a continuation of the videos that I'm presenting for this class, ITS2105, and what I'm going to continue now is just to describe briefly the assignment for week 3, which is your first program that you need to create. Now the goal of this assignment is to create a non-GUI program. In other words, you're not going to be creating a window or have text boxes or submit buttons. You will just create a program that will ask the user to enter some input, which they will do so using the keyboard, and then you will display the results. Now, I have some tips and strategies for you to follow when starting this assignment. In general, this is the assignment description, and you have some data that will come in. You will do some processing, and you will output this data. This is following the input process output cycle as mentioned in the previous 2 videos. So this is what you will follow when you first start considering and thinking about your program. First part is input. So the input part of this scenario is write a program that prompts the user for the following information inputs. You want the user to input their name, their address, their hourly pay rate, and the number of hours worked per week. Now, in order for this to work successfully in a program, you have to make sure to create variables that will capture this input and store it so they can be used later for processing. When it comes to variables, again, you need to follow best practices in naming your variables. Make them descriptive. Make sure you follow the rules so they are valid variable names. You wouldn't want to put ABC for your variable names because that doesn't mean anything to anybody. You would use things like first name, last name, street address, city, state, zip code, hourly pay rate, and hours per week. Now you have to make sure that when you create variable names, you cannot put any spaces between the words. So what is done is the words are typed together, but to differentiate between the words, you would put the first letter capitalized. So first name would have capital F and capital N. Also make sure to include input prompts to tell the user what to do. In the video, Beginning Programming 2, I showed you an example of an input prompt and to make sure that you have quotes around the words that you wish to display. This is how the program distinguishes between a variable and words that you want displayed. Process. What's the processing for this program? Once the input values are entered, the program should compute the biweekly salary. So this is the calculation that will be done. So you need to create a variable for the result and make sure that you follow correct operator precedence when creating your mathematical equation. Also, don't forget that the result variable is on the left, then you have the equal sign, and then you have your equation. Your equation will be using your input variables by name and the appropriate arithmetic or multiplication or division symbols that you need. The output then should display the input values, the computed salary, and the closing message. So it will have a statement that will display all those input values, but do make sure that words you want to display have quotes around them. If you just want a value from a variable, you would just type in the variable with no quotes. So this is an overview of your assignment for week 3. We will be fine-tuning this and also getting you ready to be able to program this in C#. Good luck!